G'day and welcome to the second episode of 180's 365. It's been an interesting week and a half since I last spoke. I've had my initial assessment with Greg and my first training session. The initial assessment was interesting because Greg picked up on a number of injuries which I didn't get a chance to specifically mention, and so we're going to work on fixing those. He got to see my food diary and got to be very, very shocked. Realised that when I said my diet really wasn't that good, it wasn't an understatement. Turns out there's a chance that I might have a little bit too much protein and chocolate and junk food and cheese and not really enough vegetables, or water for that matter. In fact, to the point where he's asked me to cut down to 2 cups a day, and it's actually hurting. The other thing that he's asked me to do is drink more water. He originally wanted me to do 2 litres a week, but once he realised I was drinking less than a cup a day, he asked me to go for 500 mils this week and then increase it to 1 litre next week, and we'll go from there to get it up to 2 litres. The third thing that he's asked me to do is to change the way I eat a little bit. It's nothing too much. It's just to make it easier for me. So when I'm at work at night time, which is where the big problem is, he's asked me to have 1 serve of protein, 1 vegetable, and 1 fruit, which I've actually found quite doable. The third thing that came out of all of that was something which really quite surprised me, which was he's asked me to not quit smoking yet. Now, it was pretty much the opposite of what I thought would occur. Everybody says, quit smoking. But no, what he said is by doing these other things like drinking the water, changing the way I eat a little bit, it'll help build up my willpower. Now, smoking for me is a problem when I'm at work. I feel like I need a cigarette. I don't smoke at home though, so it's not quite as bad as what it could be. But it's still there, and that's what this changing the way I do things will help to fix, is that willpower so I can quit smoking, which makes a lot of sense. Now for the training. Well, that sucked. I am very unfit. And it wasn't even really heavy weights or anything. It was just very targeted, specific exercises. See, being a tall guy, I have a tendency to hunch. So one of the things he's working on is also helping me to stand up straight and work on those muscles that will actually help my posture. And in doing so, the exercises that we did targeted very specific muscles. And when he trains, I'm telling you what, it's do it this particular way, and he's on at you to get it exactly right. So the technique is all important. And I was working specific muscles, and to the point where I could feel them, especially the next day. And it wasn't major groups of muscles and all that. It was just like the muscles down the back here. It was really, really good. But it was also very, very tiring. Now, what I'm also going to do today is, right now, as you're seeing this, you'll be seeing pictures of my body as they actually are, as it is now. It's not very pretty and it's slightly embarrassing, but it's got to be done. You see me tensed, you see me untensed. So you don't see these bullshit photos of, these guys who have actually got a lot of muscle and have just relaxed it. It's there, but it's hiding from me at the moment. That's about it for this week. Next week, you'll get more updates and everything else.